Hi, everybody. I'm Dan with Myriad Games, and we're here. We're giving a nice video overview for GameSalute.com. Today, we're talking with Patrick, who was kind enough to join us from Asmodee, and we're talking about their brand new game, GoSu, the game of Goblin Supremacy. Get that? Goblin Supremacy, GoSu. So that's a new game. This is a prototype we have here, so things will look a little different, but this is pretty much the final artwork and everything. It's coming out in a couple months here in the States, we think. So, welcome to the video overview, and thanks for joining us.
It's great to be here.
And so, GoSu, Game of Goblin Supremacy, why don't you give us a quick overview of what we're trying to do?
Well, the game is about building an army of goblins to obliterate the other army, basically.
Okay. And so it's just 2 players or more?
It's 2 to 4 players.
Okay. And looks like it plays in about half an hour or so?
2-player games about half an hour. 4 players, maybe 45 minutes, tops an hour.
And maybe looks like a 10 and up, maybe?
12. 10 or 12. 10 to 12.
Okay. We have Dark Goblin Avengers and all sorts of crazy stuff.
Basically, yeah, the goblins, there are 6 clans of goblins, and the idea is to build your army in rows. You have 3 rows of armies, of goblins. You have level 1 goblins, level 2, and level 3.
So the levels are like right here on there, so that's a level 1.
That's correct.
This one would be a level 2, and we have a level 3 somewhere. I'm sure we do. There we go. Level 3. So that's the level in the upper left, I guess that is.
That's right.
And so you'll start with like these guys on the bottom, and then you can go to level 2 and then level 3.
Exactly. The first card is always free, and then if you add other goblins on subsequent turns of the same clan, those are free.
So same clan, you mean? Is that the
same
little
color
symbol there?
The symbol and the color.
Okay.
If you want to go to a different clan to kind of diversify, you'll have to pay a cost of 2 cards for playing a new clan.
And you discard those from your hand?
You discard them from your hand.
Okay.
Once you have level 1 goblins, you're allowed to start building level 2, and those are free as long as you have a level 1 of the same clan on the bottom.
And so you can see here, like these are all fire goblins,
exactly.
All the kind of orange background, and they all have that symbol. It's a matching symbol. So then, like this guy is, I don't know what, they're like dark goblins, I guess.
There's dark goblins, fire goblins.
There's 6 different.
There's
clans?
6 different clans, and the idea being, the higher the level, the more powerful they are. When you get to level 3, some of them even have game-winning conditions as well. So it's to your advantage to build high and quickly.
But you only have a limited number of resources to do that with, it sounds like, because you only start with like 7 cards?
You only start with 7 cards, and you have 2 activation tokens. And some of the goblins you build will give you more cards. And also you can play the activation tokens to get cards, or to activate certain goblins on different rounds.
So like they'll say, like this one says, when it comes into play, you get something. Some of them say...
when activated.
When activated.
So you play a token on it, exactly. You can also attack the other army. Some of the goblins will allow you to attack, and the way that works is very simple. If the goblin has no card above it or to its right, it's free, it's open, it can be attacked. In some cases, they can be completely destroyed, or in other cases, they can be simply just deactivated for this round and flipped over.
And the next round, they flip back over?
Flip back over again. So you can try and protect your goblins, for example. Like this guy would be... He'd be free. He'd be available to be attacked. By covering him, he's protected.
And so, what's our end goal? We do want to have the most points, and I guess that's on the right here.
That's exactly right. The level 1 are worth 2, level 2 are worth 3 points, and level 3 are worth 5 points. So each row is basically worth 10 points.
And that's all right there.
Exactly. And the end of the round comes when everyone is passed. You have the option of playing or passing. If you pass, you're out for the round. Once everybody has passed, we score. And the highest score gets a victory point. First person to 3 victory points wins the game.
It's a bloody V for victory, if you can't see that. It's like a bloody little V there, so that's kind of cool. And first one to 3 gets that. So if it's V for victory, so you could potentially be playing more. I mean, if 3 rounds, if somebody just gets all 3 in a row, they're going to win.
The game's over.
It's going to be like 3 to 6.
Exactly. And some of the level 3 characters will also change the winning conditions. So, for example, it might say if you have, character X and character Y, character Z, you win the game.
So what is this big token here?
This is the advantage token. At the beginning of the game, it's given out randomly. And then from there on, it's it can be won by certain of the characters will give you the advantage token. If you're tied in the score at the end of a round, whoever owns this wins the round. And also some of the characters will give you bonuses if you have this in your possession.
Okay, so it kind of ties together. And how many different cards are there? It looks like a whole bunch.
I think there are 100 cards, I think, actually in it.
Something?
Yeah, about 100.
100 Goblin
Exactly.
cards, 8 activation tokens. There we go.
That's it.
And they have a lot of kind of funky, campy flavor in the rule book, too. So this is just a paper version, but there'll be a fancier version in the box.
Exactly.
Do we know how much this is going to be in the U.S.?
Not yet.
Okay, so we'll have an idea. This should be the size of the box, though. It's kind of a little small box. It's got all these cards and tokens, and you got your rule book, so nice and compact. Definitely really nice art here. We'll see if we can get some more close-ups of the art just to kind of show that off, because it's very cartoony and themey. Looks like there's like some ice guys who I'm calling Yoda, I'm going to say. That kind of looks like Yoda. Now, there's a symbol here, like a chi symbol?
Yes.
What is that?
Some of them can be mutated.
Okay.
So that's another way of...
chi symbol on the right there, or on the left, I guess it is.
Yeah, your left.
Left of the card,
Your left
yes.
of the card. And that will let you actually mutate. There's a number involved. So if there's a number 2 on it, you can spend 2 cards to mutate that character into another card.
A particular card, or just any card?
Anything out of your hand.
Oh, okay.
So it's just another way of recycling kind of older, weaker ones. You can just turn them over and recycle it with another level 1 or another level 2.
I see. And so once we're done with all of this, we're just going to add up our points. So like a whole row is 10 because it's 5, 3, and 2.
Exactly.
And you can't have like level 2s up here or anything.
No.
Okay.
No.
So that's just going to be that way. And then whoever has the most points wins that round. Now after
Exactly.
3 rounds, maybe 30 minutes or so, 45 minutes, then whoever gets that wins. And is there anything that ties into like the different abilities, like zombie mutation? Is that one of those mutation abilities? Do they have to say that, or?
Yeah, it has to have the zombie ability on it, and there's a little symbol to tell you that it can be mutated. If it doesn't have the symbol, you can't mutate.
I see. Okay.
And each row is limited to 5 cards, so at the most you can have 15 cards in play.
Also, it sounds like it'll play pretty quick. I mean, it seems like it's a real quick game.
It plays very quickly, and it really revolves around combos between the different cards and the different clans.
On the bottom of the cards there, you'll have little text that you might not be able to see that well, but they all have different abilities. I think everything. Yeah, pretty much everything has an ability of some sort, and they're all different.
They're all different, and a big part of the fun is finding the combos and finding out what works with what, and you can build up your army that way. Some combos let you get a lot of cards, some let you attack.
Cool.
There's a lot of replay in this, a lot of replayability.
Well, that looks really neat. Thanks for showing us that. This is a nice video overview of GoSu, Goblin Supremacy. GoSu coming out from Asmodee in the near future, so stay tuned to GameSalute.com for more updates on that as we get closer. Thanks again, Patrick, for sharing that with us, and have a great rest of the day.
Thanks, you too.